comments and veer into areas that he has no defense. And he shouldn't make comment that will cause His Excellency the President. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. Ekufadu will not travel on a flight owned by his brother. No. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed that the president is traveling on a flight owned by his brother. You should be ashamed.
You see, I don't have that. Honorable Another Prayer. Honorable Leader, please.
Yes, my colleague should not make comments. He shouldn't make comments and veer into areas that he has no defense. And he shouldn't make comment that will cause His Excellency the President not to swear you into office. Kwame, I'm cautioning you.
I wouldn't
stay away from controversies. Stay away from things you cannot defend.
Honorable, please. Let's.
Speaker, I'm not done. I'm not done yet. So my simple caution to you, is that go and compose your leadership. Go and they are very important. They are very important matters to be discussed. Very important matters to be discussed. And the matter has been raised, and he's rather dancing around the issue and diverting. Go and compose your leadership, and you should be proud of what Ekufadu has done. Ekufadu will not travel on a flight owned by his brother. No. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed that the president is traveling on a flight owned by his brother. You should be ashamed.
You see, I don't have that. Honorable Another Prayer. Honorable Leader, please.
Yes, my colleague should not make comments. He shouldn't make comments and veer into areas that he has no defense. And he shouldn't make comment that will cause His Excellency the President not to swear you into office. Kwame, I'm cautioning you.
I wouldn't
stay away from controversies. Stay away from things you cannot defend.
Honorable, please. Let's.
Speaker, I'm not done. I'm not done yet. So my simple caution to you, is that go and compose your leadership. Go and they are very important. They are very important matters to be discussed. Very important matters to be discussed. And the matter has been raised, and he's rather dancing around the issue and diverting. Go and compose your leadership, and you should be proud of what Ekufadu has done.
Chairman, thank you very much. Chairman, I think I have made an observation, and that is that, for instance, today, we don't have the honorable member Apiaje here. We don't have the honorable ranking member, the honorable Apenyomakin here. Now, I see that the minority would come and say that they want somebody to replace. They will come before the committee. Please, we were in a meeting this morning. I didn't see you. Chairman, I think that practice must be stopped. When a member is absent, he cannot be replaced. Please, let me make, because replace, please. Can I finish? Chairman, with all due respect. Allowed? No. Chairman, with all due respect.
Which standing order? This committee is a committee of rules and procedures, Mr. Chairman.
May I?
Parliament is a parliament of rules and procedures. Which rule?
Abu, please.
No, it's not about that. Which rule?
Don't interrupt me. You don't have.
No, which rule?
Please, let me.
You want to make your own rules?
No, Chairman, I'm not done. Chairman, let me refer the committee to Standing Order 217, Rule 1. The Appointments Committee comprises the First Deputy Speaker as chairperson, Minority Leader as ranking member, the Deputy Majority Leader as vice chairperson.
I said to him that I wanted to visit.
Joe.
He said I shouldn't come, but I will come.
Joe.
And so a time will come during these anniversaries. I look forward to seeing him. And after that, we will plan for me also to come over there.
Joe.
I still want to be there to enjoy the peace that everybody's enjoying up there.
Joe.
And I thank you for the gifts that he brought for me. I know he's been doing that for me every time.
Joe.
I told him that if I need any yam or boo, I'll be asking him to bring.
Joe.
Even when I've not asked, he's brought me all these. So please extend my gratitude to him and say that I pray for him and I wish him well.
Joe.
Fortunately, I have my son here who is also now playing his role. And I said to him that he has to be, it is his duty to make sure that everything goes on well. And Yana also is given the right advice to be able to do that. So I know that he's in capable hands.
Joe.
I know they're looking after him. This one here did very well when we were doing the settlement.
Joe.
He was here and he did very, very well.
Let me place on record that I am ever ready to submit myself to oral. The second aspect was to the effect that all the committee members are taking money from the nominees before vetting and approval. This morning, instead of starting vetting at least by 10 o'clock, we recall into a conclave to deliberate on this issue. We need to stop certain attitude. So therefore, I, Bernard Ahiafo, First Deputy Speaker of Ghana's Parliament, and the Chairman of the Vetting Committee, wants to place it on record that myself and the committee members do not demand money from any nominee before vetting and approval. I will therefore direct the clerk of the committee to invite Oliver Baker Vomao to appear before the committee tomorrow at 10 before noon to provide evidence of Bernard here for the chairman of the vetting committee or any member of the vetting committee to back his claim that we demand money from the nominees before vetting and approval. Clerk of the committee, I so direct. When he failed, then we can invoke the powers of the committee under Article 103 and
Right. Welcome to the Reason Show. Abusia for me church obi bia na anope yatena se. Baby obi amechia o. Sesia no in Parliament Vetting Committee. I mean the chairman of the Vetting Committee. In fact, womo di asembia yire ne kombawe ama ne niabri chese. I mean that's politics and any power you know see I mean Mahama darling boy, which is Oliver Vama Baka. Feels the country leader. Na assembly no wakanti a chairman yi the niapre no hu. Ni nyina ne say omo the corruption ayere ne kom say in the parliament the vetting committee na chairman no in fact wo jijisika and the chese ne sa ti o jisika no aye there na wa say ne besen kosa anti report ne chere say Oliver Vama Baka was say chairman ya wo hwe nanim sesi wagigi sika nti committee no eno aso munamusa but don't forget to say bemen wadi nkomo bebre in fact aban ne ba power no we fully constructively so criticize aban no in fact we criticize the NDC government and say you can be the majority but don't forget say you will be powerless on say you to aban we na omokeka say and yet we want to be a supreme leader because we have the 2/3 of parliament. Itina one for train says supreme leader ne de enko ba ya nka monna no mata nanka. I mean but Vama was say entesa Oliver say entesa. Nano na obinum de ba ya I mean constructively what hit the NDC leadership on the 13th committee. Asam no edi ene ye bedi unkomo me dubo ko baby bebre wo ho ye be call Accra. Saso na akwasi Prat menen will be kande. I masa so ka no masa ene menen masa bedi unkomo so ka mai masa I unse wiase wo mpani se obi a wo ko brewu ya na wontan so ampafe na wo hre treja e man tete atete hu ntra woto nya sa obenya problem. Now akwasi Prat obi a or criticize the pass and gone administration, which is the Kufuor Baumi administration, when it comes to family and friends in government. But today, I can see practice your position. I will give you the further and better particulars of this issue. Welcome to the on board, and this is the Reason Show. Critical analysis. Maminchia Margaret Cha Michia Obapa Beye Ainka Michia. Saso na nama nkwa ana afi Cecilia Jekum hene. Bacha oba no like video ni dia maya why. Saso na the boy your friend Wadamaya. What distorted history in Ghana. You be doing home come continuously. You pese you create awareness na asantefo ni nyina ntiase se ye woni panim bi wo Ghana. Won mo ye mambofo na wo mutirimu osum se ye ka sembi de tia asantefo eyo mo de papa. Wo mo ni gese okay, can some de fa santifong ene o manage pa, but as usual enye de on mo kano ena memo ubiti so aha right now before that long mamin kofu meba opani bi efremi na nasema o kan o me pese me ma de tie ono nasem no na me tie wono no de opese woka mpese wonya abotre ho on se ya kan se asem penipa nipa ne pen ho asem openi so advice bi de my ho me pese me tie no but before that no wodamaya ade a oyeye any history a distorted no yemfa no nhase ho na me hwe se openi no asem ofre me a woka me pese me nkwa metie me pese nyina yitie na asem no but I mean openi a frame ya did the AB sa wo hwe me afa phone why ameka se me am frɛ why na me yi production na me se me frɛ na wo wasem na wo kan wa chechire mo akere me why aha eti openi a frame ya ye frɛ AB wo teme nka fa phone why na me am frɛ na wa chechire na we run the show ne ya hwɛ say I mean we dispute the fact and ne ya hwɛ me pese me hwese nko be fa phone na afi no you take in from there okay it is what me nka oba frame me I mean me fro so I mean on fa call no right it yenko yenim
government is in power and so we can do whatever we want. This is not the Ghana our forefathers left us. This is not the Ghana we seek to build. This is not the Ghana that all of us can be proud of. Mr. Speaker, my fear is that if we do not act and act decisively, a time will come when the youth out there will march to this august chamber, all because they are hungry. I believe there are members in this house who are equally hungry. We cannot hide under hunger and involve or commit illegalities. That is not Ghana. And so I believe it is important that we take interest in the statement made by our two colleagues. Work to ensure that we nip this in the bud. His Excellency the President has issued an instruction that investigations be done. Mr. Speaker.
Right, this is the situation in Ghana. But yen shall say, I'm so penny wafa lawyer. My friend won't fa. Na me no, say yeah, me have kind of say asem penny pen one sem. Tika fire na me not on a level but one fa. Yen shall say pacho and me no ka say dollar rate 15.2. Me pacho mo abruchiri ya mama ntemo kawai. Mo amuti abruchiri no. Me gidi say mo de sa ayi app we na send wave. Me no ka se it's time no check time rare time no 10:07 which is 15.7 it was send wave but mo abrochire no ba bia wo bia no dollar rate to country crowd no betimi drop or comment section na yahwe enne date ni say enne ye the 20 pacho enne date ye say monka me why na enne dollar rate no enne da ho no send wave say 15.15 Ghana cedi to $1 nti kuyen manesa so na enne date ye 28th of January 2025 nti dollar rate no 15.15 Ghana cedi nti sa no yen hye nso will be sukra black sauce in Germany is 15.91 sanity Doris Doris of 28 thank you nana jamra akwaba sasuna Doris of Michiao black sauce Michiao Kofi Lagi also good morning bro in fact you and Phobia member are doing a great job. The MPP party, keep it up. Meda say. Eti Mr. Mon Shannon Smaye, President Mahama. I say the third month 1 year corner. The 90 days and a year corner. Yes, Margaret Charles say tap is 15.15. Okay. ATM said tap so send with or more the same range. Eti Mon Shannon Smaye. We like in fact, ye keep put the eye. May not make you put the eye for this government. And ya dear may ye be na me refi aban no Debbie and Makase this government many wo ho pa I mean me interested in President Mahama mamunti the ekoso bia e system no so no I mean a remembrance time kaka President Mahama and Ebenezer Michiao pa kaka no Margaret Chan Michiao so na my president who say enipa na need short memory in fact you're critical when it comes to governance you're very critical. And the woman say, yen shan say, the dollar rate no baby down on 15.15%. I mean, to a Ghana city. And he said, the before no, woman did to a boom na, I want to dollar rate is a quite echo because in the month of December, now 14.21. 1 month, a move ahead. So we are reminding the NDC administration say dollar no or say ko kwa no oko. Ti woman hwe no munye hu bi mai now opani yan kan pesa me de ne hyase ro hu na kan pesa ofa call no hu na me busa na sem na on fa call no I don't know say I mean say no or frame no obayobu mi o say dey yo opani frɛ ya hu o ka kire me say oh ade me ye sure say me ne odama ya hyehye hu ne ye pesa ye hype na ye de kopesika na and I'm yedinam say there be mpacho asante asem yemfa mpesika bone mpacho odi asante mpesika bone a wodi a obefe no ayedin also okay ene the all can say wodama ya asem no all can wa more north wa ye Ghana north na obo north wa wo then up ye more than Ghana opening so wa papa pen mu pa o mpese ko fa phone on na menene ya analysis as usual on mpese ko fa phone no ba onfa I mean nimdi ntia wadum ni data but on the frame you wadum ni data no se ko fa ne call na nanka me de na to so na ye nyina ye show ne kama so ho opani se wo pese o kire se bia ye ka se obi di wadama ye kokot se we incited enipa bia ti asante a ye be lusu case no wadama ya be dipim na wa mo no for Ghana north din okay I mean, on say asantefo na me nim de maye nipa bi dodo no. Ada na nipa tai asantefo sa che say ase asanteni te se wo so no to de to bobo no ne fa ahodi ne ko. Ada nti nipa bi te sa no. Eti da bia no on. Obema da bia no ase asantefo nko mo be ye mo e wo system no. Eno na ya so mo mpe no. On say no system bi say ada ne ye ka asantefo asem sa. Ohun. Eti da bia no ye be ka asantefo asem. Hey, just a me kon we at so. It seems say I'm for your interest as a young cousin when fast asantifon or when it's a pao. I didn't know, sir. It won't mean forget your santifona, get more Sam or Ghana, Muntimin Podiana. Dear Chichi Mono, you will push him number the above on thing. Or the mark my ways. We will push them for anything I hide, they will bring it out. You won't pop bomb for woman to do. ahoya no too much jealousy omuke kanipa ho nsam saa enso ukɔhwɛ omu krom so a hwee ni ho so hwee ni wa kyɛn de asante omu mɔbra bia nkyɛ asante ni bia ɛno hwɛ asɛm na sister yika ai ɛna mom yɛnyɛ krom kɔyɛ krom kɔ de on na no na me ka kyerɛ obi sɛ ɛyɛ amonye mu krom ho na nka kumasefo ni nyina yɛso yɛmfa ka ne yɛmɛtena mu krom ho bi ne yɛmɛpɛ adwumanyɛ ɛde no no ɛyɛ ɛtan ne ahoyɛ no momfa nyɛ mu krom ɛyɛ momfa mu de mu yɛ mu krom a na nka yɛyɛ krom na asantefo na tu kwan na nka yɛbɛtena mu ho ne yɛba yɛso yɛbɛyɛ adwuma bi sɛ ne nyina yɛ Ghana ɛde no wɔtan hu no tan tai saa no na my ofa call no nanka me ne wa show ne kama ba onfa so ho ana na ofre me number no me to me nsuru nipa bia me se phone da me fa call no gise bia me ni ho me mo aka de okanyina ya na me tie I mean I'm here to serve the people so you know nti yeah sometimes me bana course no me akra me shada frefra me be fa sa number no na me frefre na me tie nkomo no a na obe frɛ me ka se abrante na se wo ka no wanka Ghana north we penny pao na mpese ko ogina so sei no ho na me de na gina ne level na ka me de na gina ne level o penny ase empenifo ni bi wo mo nwene wo wonso ohima akoreka enipa na boss ayi Sarega market mpacho Sarega market e wo mapampem we no wo wola no so a na ka me de na to ne level na okofi house age se me nye penny mpa e de akura ne empenifo ni bi na dwe na yi bibi sa no ka we no fa call no a na me de na gina ne level na ma pro ne widiem na hunu se we penny so akakakra eti Mr. Ebi how frame no mpese of fa call no why fa call no de fa call no mensuru fa call no why me hwe o picture ya me ye sure se wanyini chan me wo de fa call no yeah fa call no
Hello, Kevin, let's say.
Open Ebi na ohun ye.
Yami Abdum, Namuswe.
Ye hu ye pa na o kasa free
No Canada says here.
Okay, jira so ba me. Abusia, ba jo mo tene voice ni anu ma hu why na ma bie mu kakra. Doris, mo tene voice na mo ma me hu why. Open na udini ye Ebi sa na udini dia na. Ebi na stand for what?
Asofo JB Diakon.
Osofo eje bediakon.
Bediakon.
Okay. Canada sorry be na yesofo no. Hello.
Hello.
Me say Canada sorry be na yesofo Canada ho no sorry be ya.
Me na me Star Guide Ministry. Star Guide Ministries. Yeah, me normally. That's right. We send the sermons.
Oh, okay. We are not online. We are not online now. We are not online now.
Online. That's right.
Oh, okay. Na no sa no what the call Ghana sa sorry ne bi Ghana na sa sorry ne bi Ghana.
Oh, sir, good news ne there. When you say your flowers of the mu ansa na oni obi ache unimdi awo no.
Okay.
And me no me call seminary.
Okay.
Seminary you training me.
Okay.
You know, a seminar senior gospel no also be a senior software on kwano.
Okay.
Yes, sermons.
Okay, Mateo, you beba sermons no. You beba o sermon no. Mami misao. Me beba live ya na frame na na wo di nkomo bi na me se mami mra na nyina ye ntie. Na wo se di asemo a.
Yo, mimi ani mo tie me e. Anya boni bia.
Okay.
Na ne se me tell me anra na internet so. Me hu se me make cousins. Me ka cousins na me ka mo esantifo. The cousins no more. Na o mai say o mani wo de maya enyo ham. Na no kure ni.
Ba jo meba asanti no free kuro beso. Meba asanti free kuro beso. O asanti free kuro beso.
Me o Canada.
Ah, me say Asante mem. We Santini ana. We Santini. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Some can say. Would the Maya case now and hello,
Ah, Miss Ola and Munya Krami bisa say. We Santini. We Santini ana.
Ah, me friend be a Sante.
Ofri Krubeso.
I mean, person me details.
Tobuto. Meba. Meba.
Person me detail me so.
Ade.
Mamen can some this.
Ade usro so beka so Santini ana. Ade usrana. Usro so beka be ofiana.
Baby antisa.
Ade.
Ade. Just baby I me want to train. Me person me see train me too kwan.
Okay, to
me can say.
Aha. Ekrobe na so friso no. Ekrobe na so friso no. Ekrobe ya.
Cousin says here they no here.
Oh, I win. Na say we there. Na say we there enkomo ni edi. Enkomo ni edi.
Details about me.
Ah, na say o there dabi. O there enkomo. So cousin me. Meba. O so cousin me. Meba. O so cousin me. Meba.
Very big mistake.
Meba. So cousin me. Meba. So cousin me ana. So cousin me.
I am a cousin.
Aha, ekrobe na o firi so Asante mem. Oh, but that Ghana there, so we are Ghana ni. Ada we are shame so be kire bia ofiana. We are shame so be kire bia ofiana.
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Anyway. Okay.
Aha. My cousins when you go ase.
And in kwasi be ya. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Senti American sign say the preposition or use here. Tie asama or can hello.
Kasa oka dey kasa oka dey.
Tie where's I will choose here.
Aha.
Ne video no say bia obetimi asa akoba akobo bi.
Dey wo dia wo ka kire me.
North of tie. Or say north of Ghana.
Okay.
Now so because say north of Ghana.
Okay.
Not just say beyond the boundaries of Ghana, north.
Okay.
Okay. Slaves na yedu omoba no.
Okay.
Atlantic slave route no.
Okay.
And how no desert ni so on mo ekofan kwani free. Different places.
Okay.
Normal be pie Salaga.
Okay.
Gonja East.
Okay.
Entino enye north no kan na emwanwa em say King Dawa. Enso akof interpreting say north.
Okay.
Enye northern Ghana no ka ho asem.
Okay.
North of the preposition of no. It does not make it the same as northern Ghana.
Okay. North be ya. Wan fasa. Hold it. Meba. Dabi. Enya brofosem. Aha. Any lawyer we koku as lawyer. Any koku as lawyer. Meba. Koku as lawyer na besa. Koku as lawyer bia na besa. Sale Ghana wan fa. Sare Ghana wan.
East of Gonja.
Ghana no for na say Ghana no.
Oh, can present
oh dear, today, you share Sarga, I hear Sarga, you won't want Sarga market, you won't want.
East.
Okay. Meba. Tobuna Mimusa question penny. Ujitum say, Asante phone and a koto slaves every word, a to slaves nana, Ujitum. There we go. Here we go. When you steady, mean me. The line in here, the network in here. Hello. Apeja. Hey, crew, we won't. Apeja. Hello. We're free, so we're done. Bob, I'm a suffering of you. Oh, but someone said, intentional. So, dear. Yeah, but I'm a suffering of you. I'm afraid of you. Facono, Penny Facono. The network now someone said the Ghana for be adwene so very diabolic, very intentional, jealousy, greedy, and selfishness. Another way mamboni o. One say nani je say ye ka asante ho asem. One say eye ne de say obi destroy asante. So hu ye. One say opani a wan nani afi pa o. Wo ka kire me say how a preposition of other north. So intentional. So people are writing fake stories against Asante for every day. And ominya nanka man kan hore. No be use strategy to tell me say lawyer be abetimi adiscriminate say enye Ghana. Hwere watch it. As I'm catch say koku as a lawyer. We nyina mpanimfo a wo advise the young people. Papa why like say ujira of our line no and then come drain the brutal. Hey. Come drain no. On say nipa no wonka no kura once obi ota asante bia busan so ofiri so en de hu hia once obi ta asante pe ofiri hin so de hu hia on say obedi boni nte so me kura me cousin no ofiri asante me cousin no me fefiri asante oboa wo pure jealousy against the asante for. And this time around unto our last blood. Would your papa be so? When I say we a lawyer, we a judge or the Hague. Fabius in the diagram already. We were born one day and we will die one day. On far corner. Now come drain brutal, I swear. Come drain on. We swear so full. We was swear so full. On fakono, come drain brutal. On fakono. So I was say me busa say I didn't think any pebi war any GSA. Ye can send fast anti one end. I didn't ya. It will sure say said the jealousy way you or time way you move us and for Ghana bet me a gina ye pa. Hey. Just say serious oh. This is serious. It seems say any pani bi ashe da say I say ye bibia na asante fo hu nya hi. Wo de papa ye. Wo de ye o. Chese once me busan say pa ofri hen wasi there bi metamu so but obe kan sem bia to futuru agum no what kwakọ. Ma me na be say why loche. Na yet ewodu a de beba ma we mata pono ewodu a de beba me pro ni widiem ama ne ba go so wo ye pani me koma gu no so ama na hu se wo ye pani to ma me because one kan okre first ten one kan okre obi person deceive wo a opese oba so me kra wo ye pataku so me nya pataku me ye odwan wo ye pataku was there be me ye odwan and so obi person deceive wo asanete here. Why must you hide from where you come from? Why? Are you intentional? So that they can make me a hero. We say Ghana specifically, Ghana in history, Ghana in culture. We are different people live in one place. That's Ghana. It is only person who hide a name Ghana pet. There's something wrong. Now, or kwako hide will be who knows so that agent will be console. Why lucky? Why very lucky? So on fakono. Come drone. Anyway, I will get me back. Oh dear, I mean, hold it. Me back. This is serious. Eden asante for the aye Ghana for nimbi. Me pese me hu. Eden no mo the aye Ghana for no. I don't get it. There pan asante for the aye Ghana for no. Huh? Why must people still keep the hate and still call say Ghana must unite? Why? This is very bad. Anyway, So the point is say obia wutie me bia put it on record. So time twerɛ to me nya asante sam kada. Se no nti ene be magana nye yie. Ene me magana nye yie da. Me mpre magana nye yie. Se no nti dia ene me mpre. Se me kama no atum. No obi no afa asante dia twetwe ne se. Ene na nipa no ho hia ntia wo hia. So na se wo baabi a wo gina no. Wo gina yie pa na yeto tire. Onza first na yekokum no ma no. Anoma bi wo si baabi na wo su a oto tire enkoka no. Nti wo gya no. No abo no mpema no sane ba fom. Ene ye beto ne tire. Na se wo gina yie ne yeto tire ne beka ho a ewurade. Ye beto tire ne sei na wo bete pow ekura fidie pa. Ye nya asante sam kan o. Sa wo say wo ye Ghana ni ene how say me ka asante sam a ene ye forget it. Because me nya akanda. Because ye asante ni nya political party o. Enye ndisi ni watimi agyae, enye mpipi ni watimi agyae. Tie me ye. Tie de me ka no. And nobody, no law, no any other person can tell you say stop your asante sem. And then anka wunye nipa because the day I'll stop my asante, the day I'ma come to so me wu and one on me call. Oh yes, Alex, me know you are doing. The same people when we preach say, oh, when we hatred, this no, they are the rather corporate. And it's how many I'm know because my lot of investigations and me must study the pattern. Hey, ukona santini bi din semfo na okase jade wo ye no boso wajai onye bieu sa ukona santini bi ye na wode ya agrokra na okana okache say jade wo ye sa onipa ma wo nchen uka no wajai. But other people no omo ye so peeved and mu impunity and they want to excel it. Now omo in the matter of excelling it no dangerous, very very dangerous. That is what some of us know. We have seen the future. Say, today, if you refuse to talk about it for others to stop this nonsense, we are going to suffer in future. This is very bad. Men kan hwe on ede ya yensa be kan bi wen kan ode yemfa ne sia na yenkoso yemfa ne sia na de yenkoso. Right, eti yanko back to politics now. President Mahama, I mean supreme leader na sim say enya I mean de ekono I mean ode me ba yenhwe video na me ba sisia na President Mahama de ne ba etutu kwan Ghana fo ni din komo pa say ada na President Mahama de ne ba etutu kwan sa sa asem na no mo preach na family and friends Akufo-Addo no. Why now ode President Mahama me ba
This is the last program. Give it to us. We'll do the last one. We'll be done in.
This was the children. I'm going to go home.
Why?
Oh, hello.
Right. So, President Mahama and any beautiful children, the woman and the moi na case ba kwa say a trendy pa ye ne ba ye friend no ni den ye Sheriff na among for say atena President Mahama use a state coffers now what the presidential jet etu kwan in the name of the government what ne ba boy o future no. Why they take the cost of Nebawi can't afford income and this conversation I hit the social media. Ghana phone be say no woman tiasie. President Mohammed national assignment na ode ne ba no ekopia ne ba no oko in capacity as what position ben na ne ba no wo government nim. We want to know, because these are the NDC which they criticize, they yell, they cried so hard. Say President Akufo-Addo at the Ghana aye family and friends. In fact, omo they say omo ye achim mafia. Yenhwe video we na me ba na yato so.
Silence, silence, mafia, silence, silence, silence. Hey yo, soundboy. No skin a backyard. Cause a long time we in a back like.
Right. Eti President Mahama ba and a state protocols. I mean, waka ho be ne babo ya friend Sheriff. So the question I'm for be say, and a banner or servo are in what capacity? Because in every president, all the staffers, their names must be on national data. Obi or staffer be our president office as a Ghana huno ni huno sika wajie uko accountant and controller controller accountant general uko wa ese hu sika yutua every staffer. So now President and John Mahama ne boy Sheriff wa why ne call a take boy ne bills one etua ye pese ye hu Ghana fo busasa question no why ne tua president ne bills no why ne tua ano den
silence we na in a chat cause a long time we na take no skin a backyard cause a long time we na back like that and silence no skin a backyard cause
right. See, I will show a picture. Ya first, my oba ye, Kalisius Mahama. They say one of the on record or the secretary to the president. Nidin was now. I see no boy ya your friend of President Mahama boy no or position by ya. We want to know. Before that no, my main drop list when you are here. President releases president communications appointment to office of the president. Yen here. Na yesu President John Dramani Mahama has approved the appointment of following individuals to office of the president. They are expected to bring their wealth of experience and expertise to their respective roles and contribute significantly to the resetting Ghana agenda to build the Ghana we want. Now, number one, Alex Persevere Segwefia, Chief of Staff to the Vice President. Number two, Mrs. Alberta Graham, Head of Administration, Presidency. Number three, Professor Teresa Enin, Presidential Staffer and Special Aide to the Vice President. Number four, Miss Daniela Mavis Matias, Secretary to the Vice President. Number five, Dr. Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, Policy Advisor, Political. Number six, Professor Sheriff Mahmoud Khalid, Policy Advisor, Economic. 7. Dr. Hamza Zakaria, Policy Advisor, Economic. Number 8. Miss Mansa Amua Ewua, Policy Advisor, Finance. Number 9. Dr. Miriam Rahinatu Idrusu, Policy Advisor, Social Sector. Number 10. Mami Ama Prat, Akwasi Prat Neba, Press Secretary. Now, friends and family no now yen stay ha say me hwe list ni mudi baby anu a me hu President Mahama boy ne baboy e wombi baby anu a me hu ne baboy no. So the big question is say ne baboy no in what capacity and woye adwuma in what capacity, because any each person be obe bodo the presidential jet must be a public servant. So we want to know this. We want to know. Ghana want to know this, period. This is the reason. So, but you like video no my why. Kokro wotini mi aso den ko yen kuyenum. O wetimi a share na video nen kuyenum. Akwaba Don D'Agostino. So, listener president Omar released from the Flagstaff and as a Jubilee House no. There's no way and a president ne babo idi wom. So why? The question is, why na photo ne bill no? Anoding. I don't know why papa. Because any probably interest or more interest will say they want to know the capacity of the president's son. Why never photo a bill? Because president we our national assignment taxpayers can yedi tuyaka. No or call Uganda ni Kenya no taxpayers can yedi tuyaka. So o man no na etua President Mahama ka. So ne ba ne bill no why na etua ka? And I'm for say yes, o training not never be day, or never be president on. Sir, o training on. Hey, any Ghana so power politics there interest no because Rollins were training about and senator woman say Kimani, Kimati, Bema is to say I'm for just secretly or training to become a politician now. What be the papa there? And them say Kufuor na ne papa train Kufuor way no one training baby crash so na mama be kiss money be baba. Eti Sir President Mahama, in fact, who training sheriff for a good idea. But won't mean training in the expense of the taxpayer. There be a conflict of interest. Because we remember said the NDC used the same tactics against the MPP. It's today. We are very sharp and smart to know this and start to ask this question. This is a legitimate question. Why never fund President Mahama Boboy no the campaign and I send the movement with the presidential jet no one fund. Nobody says that President Mahama don't have money. No, we are not saying that. Once Obibe Bodo a national flight, that person we need to know a person the capacity and I say the prerogative. We want to know. This is a legitimate question. Ghana for must ask these questions. Another thing. I would say which part of Africa is Salaga? And man, that man who called is just a sick in the head, trying to defend the indefensible. I would why like say one for phone or fire. Come pro ni video mama obi no so penny. So we penny na onye sharp was ani nkoda be yo. Don Agostino say double standard in the government. Afi. Miwia na yako sa lady we. Yenko another lady. On some lazy listen but we akwasi Prat ne ba girl. We su akwasi Prat ne ba o. Ai. Akwasi Prat ne bani. Akwasi Prat ya otimi bubomu a moso Akufuor hey wo some kind no moso one da ne ba girl ni. Na before that no obedin komo bi ba video we any picture we expose on nyapotre ni nti Akwasi Prat wo be obo Akufuor a miwia and some no doson but ye fan one after the other na owie no ono abechechirim afi ye ntie Akwasi Prat me ba.
The principle which is universal. Now if in sweeping the Flagstaff House they've come across hidden cameras, why wouldn't they sweep the presidential jet? Why would they not sweep the presidential jet? And then there's my friend, Dominic Nitiwu, who says that the presidential jet is in a state. To the extent that is possible, you understand? To the extent that is possible, I will go along with my brother Elvis Bota, that the president at all times, where there are state facilities, should use state facilities instead of private facilities at all times. To the extent that it's possible. Because you don't expect to do impossible things. So to the extent that it is possible, you must use state facilities instead of private facilities. But we must know that the president, whether we like it or not, has a certain duality. The fact that he has become president does not take away his private part. There are things about the president which are private.
You mean his private part? Oh, okay. His private,
The president is a private citizen in some sense, and at the same time, he's public in another sense. Okay? There are things about the president which, in spite of the fact that he's president, is not a public matter, it's a private matter. You understand? Even to a very large extent, the relationship between him and his wife is a private matter, and so on. I mean, so there are private aspects of the president's life, and there are public aspects of the president's life. We should not confuse the two. And in fact, the president himself ought to help us make that distinction. And that is why I'm going to say something, that that is why the role of his family, his children, and so
abusia tieniye pa on akwasi Prat no masa the role of his family Ekufuado or heti Ekufuado the role ne bale da no de nyabotre of ya nyabotre tieni pa
on in his official functions should be deliberately limited in order to preserve his privacy. You understand? If family begins to intrude in public affairs, the line between his privacy and his official rule is blurred, and the president ought to be careful about that. It's very, very important. We are told that he flew commercial on this flight. So even the question of his brother's jet does not come in at all. The question of his brother's jet came in much earlier, and it was explained. I am satisfied with the explanation. You understand? Now, we should understand that his brother, Ibrahim Mahama, is not from Mongolia. He's also a citizen of Ghana. And if we insist that Ghanaians, all Ghanaians, have a right to contribute to the national development effort and so on, the president's brothers also have rights to contribute to the national development effort. Now, if individual Ghanaians can make donations to public schools, can make contributions to the national kitty and so on, why should we exclude Ibrahim Mahama? Do we exclude Ibrahim Mahama simply because he's the brother to the president? That's unfair to him. Completely unfair to him. And I have persistently made this point about the fact that I don't care. I really don't care. You know, this issue of family and friends which has been raised in the past, have you ever heard me raise it? I don't care. The most important thing is that, are they qualified?
Okay, so in akwasi Prat or no nana logine say on the on found say family and friends be yedwuma presidency. But this akwasi Prati or hit Ekufuado, family and friends, achim mafias, achim this. Jage Kuronon, so one you care for one your own respect penifo bebre was swear. Family and friends, Masa, Ekufuado, they are selling state culture. Say how? Or say on care. Does it or see the question is say, does they qualify? Ekufuado busi afọ no mo abem, no mo qualify, no mo qualify. Question o, akwasi. Because onim ne bagene da ha no akwasi Prat bagene we ne bagene Mahama man appointment in the name of Ghana akwasi Prat ba no Ghana fo ni nyina munya nyatwam ko busa papa akwasi obema ba na resign and aso na ye adwuma no. What a hypocrisy country, what a nyatwam country pa na yefiri mu sei. Hey, and na obako gi appointment okoye adwuma ma taxpayers ka de tuaneka akwasi Prat senior senior amunya isa chasamo de bona ametom ho de a referee nyefa o. What kind of hypocrisy country are we building to leave this legacy for the young people? Why akwasi Prat o ba se wakoje position eno de won kaso won so all na Ekufuado de on de jata na wo no ye nya nkere woni atia koto de ne bodwe ye fa ne nyankwai nye kura sa de na mo ye ne de enye akwasi enye
are struggling for power, competing for power, and two brothers, and it becomes deadly. And one of them was actually arrested and imprisoned. Yes. His brother arrested another brother who was competing with him and put him in prison. You know, I know of countries in which the president's brother is the leader of the opposition and so on. So please, let us be sober, you know, in the discussion of these matters. And for those who claim that President Ekufuado did not have enough leg room in the presidential jet, they should obviously know that if Akufo-Addo did not have enough leg room, Mahama would also not have enough leg room. For those who claim that the president needed to take his bath, in the air, and that the presidential jet had no facilities for taking baths and so on.
A whole penny, see, a whole senior man in the media, a whole penny doing this diabolic analysis for the young people to listen. Flight burning to very more. Dear obey no privacy no any I mean any possible. Unya to flight very more. There's a bathroom in every flight. Eti so be person will call bathroom. Does it make it eja encourage sempa na ye kire nkoda sei. Abusia flight be pa nti etu a. Wa obey as one flight etu a bathroom ni mu da. Wa hu bi da. Ena yetimi beka president odwane wo wiem na abegu form ene de Mahama akosi Prat say ye nyina yenye sober ema president Mahama because president Mahama flight no de namne de eno de ayinim bathroom nim. What kind of country has I mean I'm confused. This is serious. Why why must we do that to ourselves? Senior. And now President Akufo-Addo the flight now rent ye no we di dware wosoro President Mahama flight or the namno bacho enso ayi ni man ahwe now yeah Ibrahim Mahama flight our the nam where ye Ibrahim Mahama flight ni nua President Akufo the nam obi nim sika dodo ni nua ne je no obi nim sika dodo a Ibrahim charge no yet omo ka che so eye free how eye den better na Ghana for agye de say flight na President Mahama de na eye free e be den ya gye di na flight we no bathroom ni mu ana bathroom wom adan ye sebi ase ye tete kwafuo bi na ye ka kire wo mo se bo mo ye hiafo proton ne say flight bi your ha bathroom nim flight bi wo ha bathroom nim adan ye ho sa why adan ye ho sa akwasi bro masa let us be sober yenye de sober buna mu crusade sa Akufo-Addo dware wosoro ene de Mahama de yenye sober would it another propaganda on the buy high.
This trip to the Gambia, why did the president travel on Jata private jet?
Well, I'm sure you are aware, as if you didn't remind that President Mahama is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Since he became president, he has requested for a detailed report of the state of the communications squadron. The communications squadron is a unit within the Air Force that handles the presidential aircraft. So he has requested that they give him a brief on the states of the unit itself, that's the communications squadron, the planes under their control and what have you. That report is yet to show time. So pending the receipt of that report to determine the state of the aircraft and what have you, the president has been traveling the same way he was traveling in position. He has been using the data jets since he was in the position. But the most critical point that must be made is that this alternative arrangement has not in any way, shape or form cost the Ghanaian taxpayer a dime. President Mahama is mindful of the precarious economic situation we are in and therefore is minded to utilize public funds.
So the big question is, a better than Yaji say President Mahama jet na ninuane jet no free then Yaji because obi to say Felix Ofosu Kwache o kasa Ghana ni bia and taking it serious. It doesn't matter. Ofosu Kwache kasa OPNT because or you good in terms of line. Obi twa trachiro se in politics. Then a Ghana phone take his ass and we say a legitimate say Ibrahim Mahama flight now president nam who are free. Say why must we believe this? Why? How? A dear authentication and they justify the work. So ye tibon cost into no akani adia to say. Any for now who said there's a free lunch. Where do we have a free lunch? Where in this world? Any for your free lunch? Say not Jata cement or as a businessman as Ibrahim Mahama. No more will be two flight no. Now then I'm free. This is tell this to the Korano Mujeja. Tell them to them. We are not going to take this nonsense. Where? It doesn't make sense. Huh? Where? And omu say ya, fi se bia obi na ta wo and do person mo kana kamu nyina just say e kuro bi pa ni e jawadwo
in the most prudent of ways. So he is not about to dole out millions of Ghana cedis, as used to be the case in the very recent past under the previous government, to rent expensive aircraft to sit in. This aircraft has been available to him since his base position. He has used it. Indeed, some of the bases that I referred to in the immediate aftermath of his election as president in December 2024 were undertaken with this aircraft. It has not led to any cost whatsoever to the Ghanaian taxpayer. But President Mahama is committed to using the provincial debt as soon as he gets the all clear from the communications squadron.
So Ghana force said they are not obian obey asem obian obey onko kan kire mo nkoko na na mabonti obian ti obian obey tie asem say we asem we wow jet no personal private jet you tour spend a lot of money na e free say Ibrahim Amanade one watch utwasika Ibrahim utwasika what is that? Oh Sani ebusa se ne baboy say one also why day and why photo ne ban bill no Ghana for busa these questions. JC na Ghana for person watch say President Mahama de trini ni che Akufo-Addo ana President Mahama de trini ni che Akufo-Addo. How is it fair? Akwasi Prat Paul Mosa obana kwaji position man no resign ye hu sa wo ye trini ni Akwasi Prat obaga no da ho no ama Prat man no resign Akwasi Prat onu go na ye pan Africanist na ye pan Africanist e de pan Africanist ena ye Nkrumah is enso si Nkrumah party ko amantimi ahwe so se Nkrumah party ye papa aka mutimi hwe so ena ye Nkrumah is ena ye Nkrumah is Mahama Beya Wofo President Republic of Ghana flight no why na photo ne bill Ghana force me musa sa question no this is very bad. The hypocrisy in our daily politics is terrible and we must change from that. And you're bad to say President Kobe Binane ne badinachi can bad. But the kind of politics I hear running on, it seems say when it's not in our way, then everything is, we are in hell. Say we hot ya. Oh, any year fantastic. Any year papa. Why? Adi am penny nipa oye nyaatwe. Me pesa agro no kratina. Oba kore nipa nyina gina me nkwa me kwa kugina ase sana metie. Odi amu nyina monka papa me kwa kugina ka negative. Me pesa. Me mpo bi nyaatwe mo. Akufo-Addo ne mma no kura hey Nana-Addo no wasesab na family and friends no maza na state capture na chi mafia na mukeka se hu sa na de ache. And I think the MPP for no you should organize yourself well. This are matters are some score the points equally. What is this? Today, President Mahama want to show say on the ultimate to kwande ne ba etna emma taxpayer yesika editua ne baboy expenses. How? Why? What is this? This is very bad.
NPP and NDC clashed over John Mahama using brother's private jet.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed that the president is traveling on a flight owned by his brother. You should be ashamed.
Honorable, I made it quite clear that the trip which you announced the president embarked on, he went on a how do you call it? A commercial flight. Mr. Speaker,
I forgive you.
Mr. Speaker, it is very, very rich of the former defense minister who sat there and President Akufo-Addo traveled on countless occasions on very expensive private jets, is today telling us that our jet is fit for purpose. So how come you couldn't put the former president on the same jet flight? Immediately you left office, the jet has become serviceable. Very, very rich The jet only became serviceable for a president when you left office. Isn't that telling? You want him to take that jet? How come President Akufo-Addo never took that jet? In any case, Mr. Speaker, hold on. Mr. Speaker, the fact is that President Mahama is different from President Akufo-Addo. I'm saying that. I'm telling you that.
Say ya. Gigi sana diache. Bosu kena buy or rent a flight. Bosu kena rent. Oh, as a President Mahama, you different from Akufo-Addo. How? For where? Omunyina the private jet in nam. Obi adi bianante. Akwasi Prat bane with Mahama de nebanam. Or your difference say. And these are critical matters. I will pay attention. This is sad in politics. President
Mahama.
NPP and NDC clashed over John Mahama using brother's private jet.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed that the president is traveling on a flight owned by his brother. You should be ashamed.
Honorable, I made it quite clear that the trip which you announced the president embarked on, he went on a commercial flight. Mr. Speaker,
I forgive you.
Mr. Speaker, it is very, very rich of the former defense minister who sat there and President Akufo-Addo traveled on countless occasions on very expensive private jets, is today telling us that our jet is fit for purpose. So how come you couldn't put the former president on the same jet flight? Immediately you left office, the jet has become serviceable. Very, very rich. The jet only became serviceable for a president when you left office. Isn't that telling? You want him to take that jet? How come President Akufo-Addo never took that jet? In any case, Mr. Speaker, hold on. Mr. Speaker, the fact is that President Mahama is different from President Akufo-Addo. I'm saying that. I'm telling you that President Mahama went on the trip for which has been announced on a commercial jet, a commercial flight. President Akufo-Addo never takes that. He takes very expensive jet, and I'm saying that as we
right, so I mean, politics no way any. I mean, that's what it is. What transfer my damage control tiawa? The next say, I mean, they can defend it. So you see the energy. How would defend it? So you can see the energy. So I mean, as usual, politicians when it gets to the floor, they have to defend it. So what transfer will be setting propaganda against you now? When Sianwa, I mean, it will go against you. So it will go against you. It's so interesting. Ghana politics. Right. I was just so after no about dollar rate and 15.15. Why? Shannon Sumami. Today's dollar rate here 15.15. President Mahama 2 months one or 60 days no 90 days 3 months. Enche na enkaibo boy no na ehun asemoba. Now, yanko sa story we Verti committee no omo doso the designate ministers in sector ministers no ehun aba asem be bi say papa ya oda we wakwakwche bribe omo chiche bribe Oliver Vama wo samo kan no be me odo nie Oliver Vama wo one da ha no odo ne kan say obetimi aye majority but you will be powerless. Oliver say according to what say Oliver say enkrofone je bribe any anopay parliament wo madwala brutal yentie wo yentie di ato wo manopay.
Let me place on record that I am ever ready to submit myself to oral. The second aspect was to the effect that all the committee members are taking money from the nominees before vetting and approval. This morning, instead of starting vetting at least by 10 o'clock, we recall into a conclave to deliberate on this issue. We need to stop certain attitude. So therefore, I, Bernard Ahiafo, First Deputy Speaker of Ghana's Parliament and the Chairman of the Vetting Committee, wants to place it on record that myself and the committee members do not demand money from any nominee before vetting and approval. I will therefore direct the clerk of the committee to invite Oliver Baker Vomao to appear before the committee tomorrow at 10 before noon to provide evidence of Bernard Ahiafo, the chairman of the vetting committee, or any member of the vetting committee, to back his claim that we demand money from the nominees before vetting and approval. Clerk of the committee, I so direct. When he failed, then we can invoke the powers of the committee under Article 103 and our own standing order 134. I so direct. Thank you for your attention.
Right, so the chairman of the committee wajala yipa because Oliver Vama Wovaka what it corruption achechere unu account unu aso be ko ora ora no to ade etumi na ora wa wo mo hwe corruption wa unse we propaganda ba kusini o I will go to ora no to me bia wo no a trial bi just a propaganda sa omo no ba bi o menya bia omo de propaganda o uko ora na uko ora fo to me omo de hwe corruption just wo mo kra no mo sha mra no da bia o pese omo dada ni omo dane ni pa adwen ora no wo any legal mandate bi so be try obi a wo no ye de corruption allegation abono why just say NDC for no de wo twene ho a won tiase second deputy speaker or whatever now we know say I will go I will submit myself ora. Does the ora have any legal mandate so bit my trial e de akra na mo ye bukata o my krasa no. Anyway, Oliver Voma was say papa yi ene ne nkrofo na akogye sika. E je say no, wo mo so be invoke wo mo hia no, wo mra. Na offer na evidence mra. Say we NDC for na asase yakun say o. Wo ma asase. Na unim. On say ya meka say the NDC for no. Wo mo ye smart pa o. On person manage news wa, wo mo nim de o me o. Ai, wo mo ye very smart. It Oliver yi enya wo say be kom no. No, or pebibia media and be discussing. No, no, Macassa, Mofamen Cocotte, ye choka, na ahana media nya samaka, near the Nako court, near Simonfa Cameron, so, walk parliament in there. Now, as a subway said in a chi, Oliver is coming to court, Nina mind games. Said ye beya, any power be fee, President Mahama. Medical catch yourself, me, Mahama, my beer telescope business so. Me, you don't know. Yes, I'm a but one manage news, a son of me who are dear way. On person manage news. Unsa boy we no one and did sa face the country nti e ba se o makas Oliver you good Oliver onu kwa ni party cross challenge wo mo bo se ye de ne call na privilege committee aba be je no o ma bam na ya sanction no o se yemfa camera nse so da bi police forgina ha na ne bo me news management o mo ye smart o MPP for mo ye sharp and before Munya sharp, then go for Munya smart. Me I do one my yache intina minimum trick in now. Me my do one my yache, minimum trick no. Yeah, ya ka movie say your platform names with your cast mamunti. Yeah, new trick no more now. I am news management. Yeah. I am news management because God we now say that's what ye to save President Mahama. Yeah. Because they say dollar rate, say, 15.25 crowd, baby. So what is the point? What to me, President, we want to be my dollar and where we chance $1 so better. Who was them? Una benya problem. Petrol omatum enkosi hwe. Utimi nya hwe. Hwe akwa we buy akwa yi. America for president he buy. The next 7 days in office, almost about 150 executive orders in our sign. The next 7 days was signed almost 150 executive orders. Ebia shall say yeah, President Mahama, this what they say 20 days. Why are they? What the monka de wadi ba kwa yama actually. And once why party. No sorry them. No concrete with them. No kwa. No for flight. No two coin. No chili or jet him. Na mafujata. Ma rent bi kokumase. This is, I mean, you see the difference between incompetence and competence. Okoka no modja. Okoka ombedwa sesi a omega za kwa we kura no wo firi hina sesi a ojeje Mahama sa na ai udi mi busa question akwa ye ho America we Trump yi wo ba yi 7 days adano wo so akura no wo sign be 100 no wo sign kwa he udi kohwe national TV no so no wo mo MSNBC CBC whatever kokohwe every day one office to office akwa yi ya dwuma gidigidi o na ko busa champion man ba ye 20 days mumu sanse de no hoye sama de no hoye or for flight kwa ha and what be nam ha no what be nam ha say and na asori dem and na me nkremofo mayem say no akogina Christopher ho na ye bunkotodwe we ye economy we ye chichirikru ye funny too much ko kan no madwa ye funny too much cash don Mr. Man, we say yes, executive orders in Kwa was signed almost 150 and was signed Kwa or yet Juma Kitty. Or yet Juma. Or yet Juma Sao. And so champion mine on the moon watch your fans, sir. On the moon watch your fans. And na me memma come free. And na Mufri Hamid and Bakwasi. And na just say and Semunwa, who can who I want to say,
Tongo ye Mombali nanga Kasongo mbona we Songa libala Oh ye Kasongo mbona we Mombali nanga Atali ya mama yake kama nai
Neba nangi Katonda wa manyi katonda wachi akawumbike mbo Friday
Kasongo ye Mombali nanga Kasongo ye Mombali nanga Kasongo mbona we Songa libala Oh ye Kasongo mbona we Mbona
Eti question amount for eso mbusa na ama eso obi abusa questions no esa amount for obisa ensembe bre papa ikan wa kan sembe bre o wa kan sembe bre enso papa ibai ai odi mama abranti woni nko obi na ento aso mama abranti ni nko ni ento aso
enkoye skrutu mama antorobo sanda ne mpai bodin bia abra wontu anamon bia wo afia ye besi mu akwasi Jato Evans unemployment graduate bia oda osore no ndu baako toto wapunu mu yie ansana wako watch night no na konfotachi wa moa bia amesi wachi enso ameye mpaebo kese ewo wachi enko watch night no emma emeji dogi akese abenafo wa enso quarista bia ene obeyiye ne hu bi ewo watch night no ase odebo o maame o ma o papa wabusuafo nyina tiso afodie na wagye wo hu sika nyina osofo bi a one ne yere aka wonti abom wodam se obebu dom afaso ne
I don't want peace
owura ne owura yere enkwahye nkwasiankom empe fame afimu enso asofo nkabom ko a ene obehye nkomtoro ene abusuankan ni nyina de yawo esi ejamfo se wadie nyina Madam Agnes 2024 anadodo na abɔ ne manane sɛ afi bi yesan no edae a wansɔre ebra Madam Agnes 2024 tiase no onya mfihia no dumienu ema ogya wɔ n'achi bie ene Regina afi bi yesan sɛ na yehu enhyehyɛ etie kora abusua kyerɛ ene de ya wɔ de ne betum pam ene koro ya obegyina so apɛ ne korabe ufi amusie ba abusua betena se no anom ne sikasa afei ade kyɛ na do a edom nyina do mani bɛkyerɛ asɔre dan mu na wakɔhyɛ white ayewrade ayɛ sanse ya fa wɔ n'ani so no wɔna wɔnim enkai bɔ na si miamede brɛ mo so mfo made nyina adom ɛma na nye me so the darling boy wo yare
a growing wind somebody I know she I general mosquitoes or some general say general say Mahama Eden. When one say I could afford or no more hating a power a general what do you mean by a tearing catches one more comedy.
Whatever it is, I'm not interested in arguing about the correctness or otherwise of statistics. The bottom line is that whatever terms you describe this economy, you were fully aware of its state before making your promises. So I hope you will not use these statistics to form the basis of justifying when or why he's not going to be able to implement the promises. We will hold him to his one constituency, $1 million per year.
Na what are you? I said, don't get your cousin. I can't watch an action here. Said, was your general powers a papa in some market idea. On said, posterity will judge you. Now I can't say, real. On said, or see, my Kuford may complain beyond Jerobia. What the other say, yet do a minor amount, 80 prapaye. But today, what end this for ya now? This is the question. Obia Bisa say, General Mosquito and Crawford, one more ya na. I will be a dia grossa. What the dia grossa? General.
Interested in arguing about the correctness or otherwise of statistics. The bottom line is that whatever terms you describe this economy, you were fully aware of its state before making your promises. So I hope you will not use these statistics to form the basis of justifying when or why he's not going to be able to implement the promises. We will hold him to his one constituency, $1 million per year. We will hold him to his free SHS from nursery to senior.
So the like video no mama and me no betia ya mo hapa me and this one betia ya to the like video no mama me no betia ya say ya na ye be kono hey ye do mo no asam ne be ye dia mo no asam ne be buo mo saa wo NDC Mahama ne boys no ye do mo no asam ne be buo mo ye be pro mo widie mo hwe just be ye yare de hey wo de MPP for no come no your position po mo pakra mo nkoda hey wo mo asem but me as a Ghanaian no de every day some to Mahama cause we any every day, some of my president, Mahama calls any or from Crammenfa. Audio power from Memfa. Aye, or from Crammenfa. A MPP for no, one more per crom with your money, no man, may I almost him. I toss a money, dear grossa, I grow money sodo. Tiakwawi, I would eat Tiakwawi as smoke at ya.
Se see ya mobile power, ya will be a complaint, the freeway I won't fat, the freeway I won't fat, the freeway. Hey! 3 days in power.
yɛfrɛ wa wonfa 3 days pɛ in power yɛfrɛ wa wonfa na sɛbe mprɛduasa MTN for crowd from why you fat. MTN. Yababa you may go as man so you befa. Or more course with the whole gun and number of lines or moon pro from fat. It's Munyama hand tiny mupiano. The atia doom hay and near someone and no sa. A benemabu. Hutiena Codrem. You fear now. A friend you started. And China for national ambassador campaign. Lambert, Obetekwe, Honorable Eric Opoku. Papa Metenesu and Masorio. Mekai will be an hour ye got him. Na Honorable Eric Opoku, a year in the Piloneer. Now the office, our ANC shopping mall in town. Now guy no can say, now you got him a wood mass. And now Honorable Eric Kupuku as a region.
Eti utia semwa yabo ma iwoki kan. Edidija no de say yawo. On say boy omo ye no creation man friend wadwa. Bibi omo ye bia no wadwa so akwa we wotimi ke kanse musa. On sisi no politics no womo a ye do ye womo ade womo wini power ye womo ade womo wini power o de duru ha Mahama ye ne la no atena say o kai o
what about Mary? Yeah, we only we Martina, yes, I go to Muflabi. I went to came my yes, I go to Muflabo. What about Mary? Yeah, we only we Martina, yes, I go to Muflabi. I went to came my yes, I go to Muflabo. What about Mary? Yeah, we only we Martina, yes, I go to Muflabi. I went to came my yes, I go to Muflabo.
Some man we there, but Mahama channel so be say me abun no. President Mahama channel so be say me avim no. Hey, utimi koru be say aw. Odi aso me dem intimi ka me nyam na me ka me when this for nyam na me compound jow. Nyam na me ni mo hwe me sra asem we di. Mo fan hwe me na me ni mo hwe. Supreme leader na oni di agrosa no. Supreme leader and I need the grossano. You obenya problem. Was I was made drop a picture beyond. Wouldn't you park no man patch picture at die at a wire, which I wire. Picture na at down, which I wire. But my drop a picture be Mr. Wouldn't you park crab, Bonnie Dima, why typing it to us your mama why. Comment section, but I was like a video no. Make people worker, Auntie Jerry was stressed, proud African. A class, you open a problem on. Open send me a problem. But your picture that down. Why? Okay. Don't say, Lord, dressing be what? Don't dagasino. When a sequence. Once I see a week be a drop picture back. But your way picture near why? Why only picture my me Just Lazarus say, Haruna Idrisu, sir. That's right. I was swag. Ne swag near high. Or ne swag na not thing. Swag na not thing. Hey, what drip serious? What drip? Ne drip na not thing. Not thing. Cash. Senior mind. No level. So poor. Ya telephone ma di omomre. I swear. Hey, telephone di omomre. Me who be da. Oh, maybe at the time I don't know. KB. The time on kwano, no shaking. Tete phone level on the air, and then not yet the sort of fees on my guy. Munya guy one. Babsi Brass come here plus. Hey, where shall come here plus in it? David. He said, G Warrior was saying, Haruna Idrisu. That's right. Thomas said, yeah, I love you, the king. I say I love you and King Ghana. You are King. I mean, I don't know more fearful. When you are on our own, Prat African. I say openness bit. Prat African. Papa we saw was my president mama tia.
What about Mary? Yeah, we only we Martina. Yes, I go to Muflabi. I went to came my yes, I go to Muflabo. What about Mary? Yeah, we only we Martina. Yes, I go to Muflabi. I went to came my yes, I go to Muflabo. What about Mary? Yeah, we only we Martina. Yes, I go to Muflabi. I went to came my yes, I go to Muflabo.
As I'm not day, I know day. We no comment to Mingo County. Aquani, the video no, Mingo County. Mingo can was some at the assembly to Mingo County. Hey, I'm ready. Bossy Kina, me tongue catch it. Bossy Kina, me tongue catch it.
Copim say a brobessa. Say brosa na gari ne wawa. Ano pombenum gari soakings. If you are no more the eba. Sa. Ezu. Eza. Enti wababeko school abano. No phone. Obeka se kwasho kwache no. Ezu. Enti free SHS ayebe CSE no. Sikana yedema national buffer stock no. Yenfa ma omu biom. Yedi sikano beko secondary school honey the ama headmaster no. Na waba amasa manjom. No abeto gari wo ho. No abeto mo. No ato beans. No ato granola paste. No ato agbelima. Bibia nkwadani here so mbedibia. Aponcho no ato. Odoya no ato.
Ghana politics, Ghana politics, papa. Sure, President Mahama na dindi agrono. He say, obemo ni aje sa President Mahama. Obemo feel brutal. Ready. Aji akande so ontiase. Aji akande se what say.
One CD. Omama da kunu embra one CD. Jomama omama da kunu bra one CD. Omama da kunu embra one CD. Jomama omama da kunu bra one CD. Onto da kunu one CD maye. Jomama omama bibia ndani one CD wo Ghana mu nyina. Aditia ombo bia no omba ni sika no ndi aduane. Sadia na akufado aya mom Ghana form so omu hu ade. Ye papa na we hu a. Ye de na tonka boni na Ghana for eritua na nadoka. Na so ma ya de do ma ase. Ye de eko efe na eko wi ase me ye bi da. Say people for ye nie buye. Every for ye nie buye. Ye hu obi enjiji no. Na so mu jiji a. Yes baby but ye de ye no obi anko. Omama da kunu embra one CD. Jomama omama da kunu bra one CD.
Asem enya ayere, asem na no ayede, ano ayede. Asem na no ayede, ano ayede. Asem na enya ayeka.
Everybody know me. We repair phone. Me internet boy, I know everything is going for this world. But let me speak to you. Saturday double market. You know what? Me ne guy oja, Rasta mo oja, any guy me packing for me to boom. I want them catch up with you. Double market is in a position. I'm say, fast. Let me phone 919 sharp. If you Ghana police service, I say civilians are from have to cut me down and call the fire service immediately. The mobile telephone number say major number me get I collect it, I call them. Fire service still no come. Can you know me? The I pack the thing. Go to every day. Look up park here by 30 minutes. I will be then I can spend about 1 hour 30 minutes. I will be on by Baba na sama ma me brother baso. Hey man, good man. Hey Ghana, young kind of crew. Obi ya da brother baso. Man no buy me no. I say me kosi. Na store no kasi me ndi. What you na me catch on. Me speaking to you in English. So no. Me delay is the phone. People bring phone to me and do it. Who the phone, Papa? I see you. I see you're a person. I'm talking to you. What I say? Until me in Jamaica. I'm not. I can't speak lie. Me say money we here. I saw money with GM. Me 45 minutes time. Me the phone. I deal with my time. Me 15 minutes. I know be on my Ghana police officer. Be a see ya. No, I didn't have Benny. Hey, if I in Ghana, God can protect you. I don't know whether I can tell you, no. My phone will telephone number, mommy. To send me to my girlfriend. No more 020 58 49. I mean the first person. You know me speaking here. They give it to me. I correct it. I call. Share me no money, baby. I pack it to have you do. Buy no be on my. Into you man here. Me my also no more buy. Now we be here fair. Now Ghana I speak truth. The two are setting free. 020 58 49. Me the first person I call Ghana police.
When NDC for say, I want to say, wallahi, hey, obviously, wallahi, yanti President Mahama, yani chiro, yani becho, so you be, tiasi.
Mr. President, about Ashanti region, Belanchi women manifesto. Ebe Kacha say Ghanaian women matter. Mr. President, Okacha say women will play vital role in the national development, so women would be the center of your governance. Mr. President, Okacha say affirmative action law, uba equal gender, equal number of gender on the table. You need oba, you need bear man, so say Ghanaian women we matter. Also be National Women's Development Bank, abe what IA business. Also be increase technical and vocational programs. Send be you be develop because our program the map and here. Mr. President, as of what we ordered, no, and you know that you deliver my. But it's very sad. But what I'm about to tell you is the saddest of all. Can't remember you are going to yes, will be to me apply. My boss, Francis Kerry, your boy Mama Tundra, why deputy bandsman, women organizer, why Ashanti regional women organizer, what call regional women organizer, LUC will 11 votes, or damn. Environmental and Sanitation Board, so or the agenda board, so what handle 47 constituency. I ran the women's affair of this 47 constituency. KMA just 6 constituencies, and so you may be I'm on my catrasia or bar NTM KMA mayor. From a party where, Mr. President, you were centered on women development and women empowerment. This is where the political party starts. Or not converting, you understand the question. The most funny thing is say, can me mayor, or who cover ya, or pick a form, or bet you at 3,000, bear bet you at 3,000, or my equal standard. That means Ashanti region, you won't crofobia, Master Dion, say, breaking the gender gap in NDC, no my imagine so much dear, and you're lie, or when Yamancophobia, ama your banner tries to challenge gender status quo, ever Ashanti region, almost late year, Yampany. And then can't remember your interview no more. Remember, I Tundra, Francis, do your boy Remu, Yamusan question be ya. See, I disqualified no. Nipa 8, no, Member 60, man 2 na shortlisted one crime. You imagine you're doing every.
On say, as my lady came, I mean, if I be a legitimate say, gender parity, a important say. Yema mangra politics so is so important. But the question is say politics no or contributions are important in order to get some positions. So baby to say Kumasi the mayor a position a strategic in as much as the NDC our power they can't just present any other person. They can't. It's what I do my oba ya do ya boy ya. I mean, or your bow bit me. Yeah. But it be an input. So, yes, it be an input, no. And this never Ashanti region, no. A be a doubt, kakra. I mean, sometimes, say, I no support man, but in fact, say, Wuka say, Chinchina, your first mess, you ain't a bad thing, song, a bad thing. But a legitimate concern or reason is unknown. To the sense, say, gender parity is important, but I mean, the candidates are also be questionable kakra. Eti President Mahama or bika Kumasi, Sebeya mayor no. In fact, this year na man ye me no, baku ye lawyer, and a baku suni. Right, money we na menchera.
And this is under an administration that promised us women employment and women development, that promised us women empowerment, that promised us that women we would be a center in your governance, that promised us a gender balanced governance. And you told us that the HSA obey your crown say because you remember me, my vice president or your banning to you put women on board and women will add their voices to that of the Nano Pokwajima. What is wrong, sir? Ashanti region. You have frontliners in Ashanti region. You have Ashanti regional minister, no your Bema. You have Kembe was not your bar. What is wrong with it? And on the better you said, Mr. President, you promised and you have delivered. Almost a sign a dear call around some kind of radio station. Your friend, my Francis do your boy, or you Francis do Mensa, or Fred Batch and Four catch a batch and forcing the dean or Master Sam, almost saying you know my Francis do. What is wrong? I need some Francis do your one bay. Yeah, one man may be Ashanti region and NDC, they are intimidated by the successful women. They are intimidated when women like Francis do your one person climate or challenges gender status. But it's funny, say, Mama, and you wish Mama to rise higher up in politics. But some people obey Beko. Now, example, Ben or Baba and Bob they should give us the reason because we're raveting room. You may understand the question, you must why you're disqualified. Or call St. Louis, or your Slopsa, or call University of Education Uniba, or call Gempa, Patricia PJ, Ababe, a Keme Mayoda, or Babisia. What is wrong that NDC said, or Babe Keme Mayoda? And this is where the political apathy stands from. Mr. President, for when NBC came in saying Ashanti region. Because Ashanti region, I've been women manifesto. So, Mr. President.
Right. So, I mean, the lady, or receive a genuine concern. It seems that the president now, or yesterday now, or share, and someone leading it because, a man, if you say, Ayana de Bian, Yijao Mumusong. So, for them to also catch up, I think, say, and who be here said, won't be to me, I might be fair. So, na positions and almost one side comedy. But all kind once a miana, the NDC, one more nomination back home, the regional minister position designated, the TikTok doctor, Nana Mekano was him, Wolfria Santimampong, na one and they were regional minister, Doctor Mwakohene, for na doctor. Frank Amwakohene and no copy mu our vetting committee. Na doctor no koye no. Bawi MP e putu to question be doctor na fadi or the koye but yenhwe na menkyere wade wa say.
You are wearing a very nice cloth.
Thank you.
I just want to find out has it got any meanings? Do you have any reason for wearing this particular one?
Thank you very much. With the guidance of my traditional leaders, my parents, and the good people of Ashanti region, I chose this cloth because of the name and its cultural significance. The name of the cloth is Asanteman, and if you see,
anybody walk say, the regional minister designate. Ocean at Yahu Asante Mampon Hima, or say, Huno, a Joso Hima, Ewanechi. Who bet Modi Drusu. In fact, Nanan Mahima be Brenia if we bring it in the Koye, Beme or Fria Santimampong. Now we no NDC General Regional Secretary and President Mahama Bonidin to be the regional minister. So in the vetting, and I put in a question based on the appearance with the symbols and colors of Asantemai and what Yenti our Dr. Highly
embroidered in it is the porcupine. That is the symbol of Asanteman. The porcupine serves as a very tactful animal that is always on the alert on self-defense and in promotion of well-coordinated strategies to survive every situation. It has quills or the spines. And the spines, though seen individually at the back of the porcupine, they work in a very coordinated fashion to either in defense of the animal from predators or as and when they need to undertake a certain activity.
So that is the porcupine in the cloth. Also is the spider web. The spider web in Ashanti tradition, we use Kokuanansi for most of our folk tales. It signifies wisdom, interconnectivity, and oneness within the Ashanti kingdom. Also, I have the akufna and the gun symbol in the cloth. They also signifies royal authority and loyalty to the Asanteman and the Republic of Ghana. The colors, as carefully chosen, is green, yellow, and black. The green represents the forest and the greenness of the Asante kingdom. The yellow represents the richness of the Asante kingdom. And the black signifies our race, and also the black stools that were brought together in order that the Asante man had the golden stool that the Otumfuo, His Royal Majesty, sits on during his sitting at either Akwaside or Awukude. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Right. Eti ocheche mu na se ne edem ho aye budin ene na se edem ho no na sa yedin fi se asantefo no nko anu from kingdom mu base ya mo ba cheche nsem se ya na ene wohwe bi mani mu atia wutimi se na asantefo de ba bia na se ne enso obi akwa demonstrate the culture. Nti it was so interesting for the MP for Bawi it didn't Bawi to put this question. Say opeso hu the meaning no wie no answer now another question ebaye ne hono na be men ya wo ye eno be minister yi ehu be hia se besua mpanin nsem ni nyina o obehu no bie waka bi de nenso so esese wo hu no nyina wo ye pani ese wo hu ne ma bebre nti MP asa de ne be school tie ha sei wo de ne ba be school bi wa sei mpacho tie.
How many paramounts do we have in Ashanti? Paramounts and divisions. Since you are in a nice club from Ashanti, and you've spoken so well, how many paramounts do we have in the great kingdom under His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Saitutu II?
Thank you.
Okay. Abuzia question we ya MP we putu ya no me pese comment section. Also, we say how many paramounts do we have in the Ashanti kingdom? Drop your comments. Ansani ya tuaso. Yaka paramounts is amaya dudu say nesha Asante maya say. Se wuni mwa mamintie wonzo de why. Ye tie news na ye analysis na yesu ya de ni bi. Sa wo hwe me a Asante man enkura wo do say ene kabom ya Asante man sisi ya me na oka say. Let me hear you from the comment section. Ansana ya tuaso. The answer be free minister no waba no it will shock you. And we say aduyobo say 42 there be ado kodesa breview there be Margaret Echa say 70. Yes, Margaret. Okay. Margaret, you are close to that because of me. You be a free by Nicholas Osman. We are done. Nicholas Matepo. Proud Africa say as of now, our 66 Paramount Chiefs, it was 70. Because of Mienubi, but still counting. Fosu Abibio, that's right. Eddie Matepo, Eddie Okran, fantastic. Vida Matepo, fantastic. Young Queen, Vida say, Ankama, yes, Vida 66. Okay, now, that's right. And I'm for a don of you, but young Kona say no cra. Yenko Parliament mra na yenti omuko discuss yenko tie o hase ni mra.
Very much, Mr. Chairman. I would not know the numbers of head. I know of the Mampong Traditional Council of Hinso, Kumewu.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Okay, so minister say, I mean, ontimi number na do so yes, we're a politician, but who be here say Obehu. Thanks Johnny was it 1,500, 1,005 there be nyabotre. Anyabotre. Enti minister ye obe regional minister no was say onim amman adodo a man ye Asante kingdom. Anyway, ese ku ese osua so enti the senior member no eba bele chano ha mpacho yenti ase
we enye near December why we have over 66 and 12 divisions in Ashanti. Okay, you should know because you'll be a frequent visitor at Menchia during a day. You should know where they sit and how to go about your duties. Secondly, I know
the whole occupant of the silver stool in Ashanti region here.
Right. Enti the senior MP no election say 66 and you 12 divisional states. Enti ya best minister no I mean ese okono I mean and ya ka say asante asam ye kan de nim ya unim a unim so and na minister no election say unim a onka se unim so but I mean ntima ne de wotumi church ntima no mu but Asante Kingdom no esopa ntina the whole Ghana say ya no bi ka say ono no bibi che obi ada bi Asante manko ha ene wo paramansis eche wo bia wo Ghana ewo nkuru ahodo de ma otumfo eye bruni ka say wo ye ken no sa na te oye aman nyina hene nta de ma ne ye ken no enti ya na enipa bi nti ase no parliament wo mo hye nyina anim say those oye the occupant of the golden throne no eye amai bebre ne hye na se eno nti ne ma ne ye ohimpon no nti wono oye himpon se uyi asantema afiri ho a wo kosoro ho a dagonfo no ho no no mo so wo sa but wo de no nye enduru 66 na ye wo no nti ase no right eti owie no mampon MP ono ani krom MP e de ne call level bi yentie wa ha sei
we enye near December why we have over 66 and 12 divisions in Ashanti. Okay, you should know because you'll be a frequent visitor at Menchia during a day. You should know where they sit and how to go about your duties. Secondly, I know
the whole occupant of the silver stool in Ashanti region here to support you, the Queen Mother. Give your word to the Queen Mother that when you are confirmed, you are going to do your utmost best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. The President indeed and the Minister of the previous administration indeed cut sword for the construction of the Swami interchange and the dualization of the adjoining routes, including the Swami to Tafo all the way to Mampong. Unfortunately, the timelines they gave elapsed because we were assured that the project will be done by the end of 2024. Unfortunately, after cutting the sword got lost and we could not complete the project. Given that, Mr. Chairman, I want to assure the House that I'm going to find the sword.
Right. And now, me you finesse ahanokra me boa so de bia na obi sunim na the 12 divisions of Asanteman so mpacho obi betimi aboa ya na the 12 divisions of Asanteman no obi betimi aboa ya na mpacho obi betimi aboa the 12 divisions of the Asanteman obi betimi aboa so a na ye hu the 12 divisions no obi nka ba ko ne hwe na ye fa de akanto aso obi nka ba ko the 12 divisions benkum nifa country akwamu chidom Tafo Menchia pacho mfadia councils ankobia the divisions mfa bin so ma me yankoi Proud African hanokra kai me bia na obi subetime asua afiri ase Margaret say yes benkum why de akwamu chidom country nifa ni benkum anti aka say 4 no Yankika di aka nso so yes akwamu Proud Africa thank you akwamu we me divisions of the Asanteman nti ye chidom ye country and ye wo dey maure why are the maure mo mami fa jase so nka ho na jase so ka ho pacho yensha no so na yensua ena jase ena de bi sankobia so ka ho ena sana hene sana madase Margaret Charles ye sana hene sana wohwe sikasem so sana 24 sana hene de bi wa adonten yes someone amponsa adonten mo why de adonten why de ena he oyoko so ka ho bi ana fi akaba ko mon kaka bi nka ho ena ode man ena de was me myself I'm learning something new. Good job for this year ba. Yes, don't Agustina I ena sumankwa pia mo sumankwa wona hwe otumfu asuma nyina so na otumfu nsuma nyina so wona hwe na bosum nyina wona hwe sumankwa ye frɛ no bɛrima okugya wasu ni din no sumankwa hene komanhia usani akɔ ukɔfo akɔ kurufrum no ɛhɔ no wɔ ye frɛ no tum bɛrima okugya wasu ni din no tumfo sumankwa hene no na yoko mo Samuel ampa yoko saa so na ma yire mfi nkoso so ka ho bi won so ye so ka na chidom unisa na chidom so county the 12 divisions of Asanteman the difference between the division and the paramountcy brofo ka se no aman hene afi won ma ebo Asanteman chidom no was what about country so ka ho no country so ka ho country ni akwamu benkum ni nifa chidom ene ankobia so ho ote ya necessary so bemu so ka ho mo piafo bemu wo mo ye bremaifo no ko breman a wo mo na hwe ye bemufo no mo amufri breman no mo nyina mo ye bemufo bremaifo no mo ye bemufo ya bremaifo no nyina bemufo ena we akwamu ya asafo obi o ya asafo ni bia ya akwamufo no nyina ya asafo kumasi asafo wo mo ana country eye bantama country eye bantama bantama hin ne country fo nyina division ni do man bantama ye country ana chidom fo no so eye wo mo wa asafo makum aho no te chidom fo no wo hin kura mi da fini de nan so chidom fo no na afei ho abio mayure so ho na mayure mi da fini de won so ho na akabako na anu kura wonu so frim baako yi wonu so frim monkai tumfo ba ofrim nansia ofrim nansia monkai tumfo ba bi frim nansia Asante yene ba bi frim monkai no mfanso so mame yewura ba bi frim nansia mo oye na brempo yi monkai Asante yene ba bi frim nansia ma wosu nyina Maures buabasa Asante hini baby free mu nansia won so kan be division monka kai adama monka ka ni yensua na ebia na obi nim ye nyina na ye de soso wa na ni dire ne wo hini ba edisipoku wo hini ba edis achampem pia proud African achampem pia achampem wo nyan ba bi ko ye friend wo hini ba edisipoku na tumfo ba no na apokuara wonye ba bi kwa ne ba tumfo ba no achampem so ka ho na edum pia edum wo mo ye enumfo no enumfo ne kasa na adane ye edum enumfo ne ye edum pia ti eno ne Asante na wahunu na wahye ne nso medamu ina mase afei yankuye na yenti Asante mampo ni kontochi na Asante mampo hema ne betimodrusu wo mo nyina bebo ni chidom yenti na yento aso.
And I'm going to make sure that the project is well completed. And as my MP rightly said, I listen if no for
obi atwere na mami benkum ye tafo hene na tafo hene na da benkum fekutire no wono na ye woye fekutire tafo hene wono ne fekutire na nifa eye Santemampon nifa Santemampon eti na tafo hene na ye benkum fo nyina agonafo no wono wasaye agonafo hene ti agonafo nti na achempem na ye kana chempem ono so ka ho bi yes pia me da say lolo owusu na we de mamenyina na enra yenua Mr. Owusu wawasi hasei yemfa na asema no mame ba na ka me nyandru hobat mame mfa na asema yenua Mr. Lolo Owusu enra wose ye ho na ofre se opeso support program yenra openi medawase pa Lolo Owusu wo ha se medana se yenra yensa kan ni message ne no so na ne donation openi yeda se sa so na Malembele Thomas, Mr. Malembele Thomas. Aha. Wono so enra woye obeye ya doye kama. Yeda wono so ase. Baby a obi apani the old baby a the free buy ye onso yeda se. Ensa enko baby free buy ye. Enra donation ade ba nyina yeda wase. Mr. Wusu NFA, Mr. Malembele Thomas. Yeda mo nyina mo ase. Afi yento aso. Paula Sabre say ye mpabo hene. Eno ne ye yemfa ne se me pani ne puma sibri ye na maka ne ye di akire aya hini a ye wura na ebo eno no enka division no aha enka division no yes Proud Africa yes Asantema ni fa hene is Mampong yes Asantema Mampong na benkum hene is Esumunya aha Esumunya eka ewo benkum na emom benkum no wo muti fekutire no ye tafo aha Esumunya ewo benkum na ne fekutire no say feku de friend division here Asantema feku ena mo friend division so on bruni kasem inti feku bia wo ni tire ti Asante no say yes systems aha asana be kwa kudu sante hene wo no na ese pass through the division aha nti sa fekutire no ebia wo ni fekutire ti nifa fekutire eya Mampong sa so na benkum ni fekutire no eya agona na atafo hene ndo Esumunya ewo benkum Esumunya te benkum piao yekoye no ye baba cheche ni nyina piao eti yes ye dino aha facha me eno ne no ma hwe ni ye kura we de na na do si ye facha me man kan ye kura man kan ye Lolo Owusu man kan ye me hu dino na eba be ma di facha me why was say I'm a girl thank you so much that was pa yana nanoma sumani yana nanam sunsum nyina santima sunsum eta wachi yeda wase Lolo Owusu enra yensa kan wo so why ye no thank you yeda se pa obi atene wase achia mehene ana menhia achia mehene ba fo ketenkrechi da no to menhia achia mehene pia ma fie sikapa we waka o maka na nado wase ye mankan ye kura mufancha me mankan ye comfort boxing akwaba ma fie amechia pa achempem vaida achempem hene pia enso ka fekutire no achempem eka fekutire no pia afi yentie we na yento aso mpacha hide the reason so betimi like am I why na yato aso
anything for the good people of Mampong. Rightly seated behind me is Nana Ajakoma Difie the second, the Queen Mother for Mampong Traditional Council. At least that will be a good legacy to leave behind for the good people of Mampong and also for the traditional leaders of Mampong. I work hard and closely with the roads and the sector minister and also with central government in order that we can find funding for the project and complete it in the shortest possible time.
Thank you very much for assuring my very good friend that you do a project that they couldn't do.
Yeah, eti na yenua ohene amwako hene doctor ofosu amwako hene na wono so no na chese regional minister no nti we wish him the best said Kwasikoko canon ye manitiri nkwa na adwumaden so obeye adwuma na wono ye santini ofiri Santemampong ya wo bai na Santemampong hema eti na chikama kama idie na chese wahunu se asem no aye ano ayedin nti wankoye adwuma dia na chese ne edi asem kese pa na odi aba fi se wo bai wo to ane we Santemampong hema na tinachi a nti interesting times ahead. Right, I will say I hide the reason so you're from this year ba. Yes. Boss Nana Poku say, yeah, otumfo hia hene. We ni nyina ne ye nkunya ye wura nebo. We nyina ye adeshi nkunya. So we mi nkunya. Na ye kan dia fekutire ndia we fekutire ne dia. Emfa we ni adeshi nkunya. Won nyina bo. Tumfo abrempon. Dia wo kai ye tumfo abrempon nkunya no. Aha. Nana oyine ba nana ya this please educate me on numu ahene mami twere ne na me nkɔhwɛ na me ntedi ne de na confuse me why mami twere ne ni fa hene na kan sɛ numu ahene mate mami twere na me nkɔhwɛ mra why makasa asante asam ne ye ka de ni me ye nkyere adwen enti wo se numu na ohene ba se numu ahene numu ahene bɛkɔ akɔhwehwɛ why asante so paa wonti wonni bibia no akɔsua asante so papa emu nsɛm no so nti ɛnyɛ na asɛm nti ɛna ya na enipa ne bi nti aseɛ no Proud Africa yes ɛna madwa ɛna ɔsɛ ɛna madwa we ɔhene ba deɛ na woyi na no ana fi sɛ we deɛ minim ho asɛm nti gyesɛm kɔ hwem wɔkyerɛ wɔsɛ numu ahene minim ho asɛm gyesɛm kɔ hwem ba why pia nti deɛ ne yɛ ka ne yɛ aman hene ɛna afei kutire fekutrefo no na ne yɛ kasa Brunisia friend division ne yɛ edu baako edu mienu ɛna ne yɛ keka no yes wɔhene ba na yɛ wo de say no numuahene that was my father's title yet I don't know and yɛ just yɛ kɔ hwem ti on sɛ abasobɔdeɛ no akɔyɛ sɛ adehyedeɛ yɛtimi ebo akunwa bi ebi ti sɛ busumuru obi sɛbe santene betimi abɔ no wahene bi so timi bɔ enkunya a ɛwɔ na sɛ otimi bɔ abasobɔdeɛ bi wan kɔ hɔ ankohunu ma wonhunu da gye sɛ wa kɔ na wakohunu mu nti na ya odi bi ana na se kyerɛ no wɔ ekurukuro na yɛbɔ no na ekuru bɛ ya na sɛ na ekuru bɛ ya ma me hunu no Evelyn edu yɛbɔ a Evelyn mechia o ma me hunu Proud Africa sisi konti akwamu etc memadwa yo awɔ ka memadwa sɛ on sɛ ɛno ne yɛ ɔko saa fekutire ne yɛ ɛko fekutire konti ɛyɛ bantema wo mo na yɛ asante kɔko bi a bantema fo ne di anim wo mo na ɛkontokwa kɛse nti bantema ne yɛ kontire asanteman ɛkontire sa yɛ kumase kontire na wo ka kontire na ma me nkyere we mu yie soso saa kontire no yɛ wɔ asantema kontire ɛwɔ hɔ kasa ne yɛ konti so yɛ wɔ asantema kontire ɛwɔ hɔ konti ɛne yɛ wɔ kumase kontire now oba menhia kumasi country ne ye bantama eno asa double as santema country na opa santema country na ankasa de ene santema mampon ti mampon hene e ya santema country ne mo kumasi country no ebe ye bantama sanete santema nyina ye country ye masantema mampon santema mampon hene what double as the second occupant of the golden throne second in command was double also ono an sa double as country asantema country sa asantema ekoko a wo no mampon edi animu wo zamba kaya ye ko denchira na ye ko intimi jakare ko fa ne twene ya bebo ne fe yi ase no mampon ye na no di anu ne efre ne boahia na ntu wo no ne di enti sa abasobode no ewo asantema mampon ne ya asantema nyina country ne mum oba kumase a oba kumase a bantema enne no ono na ye kumase country bantama ye kumase country na nsusu ni nyina akabom santema ye ko ba bia wono anti asem bia se kumase a bantama hene ene ye friend say ye friends asem be susu for santema traditional council ho a mampon hene obetenam bi mampon hene betefi so wono na ye asantema nyina country ba ye kumase asem a nana bantama hene wono na ye country ye mema akonwa se de nua Proud Africa sa so na akwamu ye asafo on sa asafo won frɛ ye mra ye nua no asafo no wo mo na etimi nante form ekɔ na wo mafrɛfrɛ dom te ya asafo edi kasa na se asafo so asafo enti won say asante no yedi ni kasa mi esa wo asa wo plural nti wars asafo nti mudin na ye asante no ya asafo nti because of war mudin no sanity nti asafofo no esafo wo no etu anan edi ntokwa anim nti kuma pem baba no asefo ne asafofo no na ba ye Proud Africa ni twafo wo mo so no se twafo no sa twafo hene no wo no so ye wo mo bokwan wo mo bokwan twafo no so bokwan to wo mo nyina no edi the regiment wo mo di unsa asante ne ye military asante na nkasa ye military so defense ye military asante no ye bibia akoye ekunti won se mudin no akra ye konfo nti bibia na ye sojafo eniema nko a the regiment no omutwa kwan na akwansrafo kuru wo mo so ba sa akwansrafo no so ba te se wo mo ba behwehwe se te se AD camp president bia be ko ba bia wo mo AD camp na se intelligence America for friend FBI wo medical bakrum ho abehwehwe se bibia ni ho kwan no mo kono bibi boni bia no ansana wo no maba enti ansana wotumfo be ba no ya na hwe oba ya hwe se wo mo di nanim no behunu se etese sojafo etene de akoba bi second plateau first plateau etese sojafo kokon pepepe Yeah, Lincoln say he passed away in 2022. When he was I know actually no me say afọ so Proud Africa say abrafo two for abrafo so one mo say abrafo edi no abrafo one mo bra say obi nye bone ewo ba bia ahemfo ahia say manhia edi ni abrafo one mo bra say ye bra say enkwa ha enko omo ya abrafo say to say bia law enforcers they enforce laws within the kingdom nti baby a wohene tie no otumfo baby o tie biasa na abrafo nti wo betima tian se enko ha ti no ye wo de ne abrafo wo ne bra de wo betimi abrawo se entralawi ti se wahwa yewura transi a ye wo na chiame wo hode na chiame na edi nipa ne ba na so abrafo no wo se wo nipa ne ba na hu a wo no be sini kwan eti se president bodyguard wo mo ti se bodyguard bisa no na wo mo di no wo ye brani wo be brawo wo ma wo men no to abrafo otumfo abrafo na se no wo mo aso na ene se bata ye mfa wutiri nto dia wo mo so mo ane be di wutiri beto se e ba se ye mfa wutiri nto se kane ne dia wutiri dia wo mo ane de beto pia ye nkwe no nti ma bie phone line wo ye di nkomo bebre na abema me di ne bewie eye sa boy wodamaya onse makase obi ya di asante di nti se wo asante no enya wo de wo no se meti a me ye kire se na me na me ye me nim bibia fa santo da bi wadama ye wo tu kwa Caribbean ho ba bi wo yes yes Evelyn do you boss yes in the form of security that's right akoso say the whole Asante Kingdom is a military structure me that's pa Brunika Samsania can yes bibia ye soldier for entity entina I mean when it comes to tactical defeat and it was so difficult for Asante will be defeat to mti abrofo no be work ye ho the next Andreas ansa no mutimi ehunu se enkrofo we mu se ni betimi aye omu omu work ye pa ache ntina omu se abo bi bekawa efiri untimem abo bi bekawa efiri untimem kwa mitu asem na ya ne kan ya enye se ya nansesemu hu se wankra se wo de hwe obi oben ho netimi ye obone obi oben enetimi ye obone yes anti share say your personal bodyguards yes sanity broni kasam yes abrafo no wo metimi abrawo say entrala we mema ha ben so bia na ebi kura na yewura chiame say ko but omo no betimi abrawo say ema nti se wahwa obehunu achiame ansa no hu abrafo no mumu ewo eben yewura chen say chiame no ena omo koba sa omo koba say yewura transa hwa yewura chiame abrafo no omo koba sa so hu even though say your national security or the but abrafo no ekoba Emma mo chese wo na wo ansa na aban security ne ba nti wo mo enim for ho echen aban security no ya enti yento aso don the custody yes wo hene ba me da say yes and akwadwonfo no se na wo mo ne to kwadwom e de ma yewura na wo mo kwadwonfo no se e de no wo mo dodo na ano ye dwabenfo kwadwonfo no dodo na ano wo mo ye dwabenfo na kwadwom no se won moto yewura bo ebia tese yewura na ni je anana yewura ho a wo moto ni bufu so wo moto nti ye kwadwonfo no wo kuta won se fa ne saa wo kwadwon woto kwadwon no bia fa ne saa won te ase won peso obeti ase nti kwadwon ne se wote a fa ne saa na kwadwon tie nti wo kona se wo mo bia ye bi yewura won te nti wote bia yewura di asem saa na ne bufu a wo motimi to kwadwon na wo de abre wo de adwojo na koma saa wo mo dwuma di wo mtina da bia no ese se wo mo gina yewura chi so ye da bia so mo gina yewura chi nti wo mo hwe se wo bia na bufu wo motimi to ntanani ji wo motimi to se wonya ho wo motimi to ma no kwadwonfo no mo dwuma no na wo mo dodo no ye dwabenfo kwadwonfo no dodo no munyina ase dodo no afri dwaben wo mo so adwuma akwese bremanfo wo no so e ba be to kwadwon ma ye because so mo no wo mo ne bre e de ma ye asante bre de mo nti wo mo no kokokokokoko bra wo ne ho ane do be ko ye do be ko ben mo wo breman sanity wo hine brebre kra ye no bremafo ne do be ba ye do ho ane do be ko na be bem santema bem ho ne wo piao eti yente abrante yi ye fra no wodamaya ya kase wo mo nsi wo mpani nsem tri ye yesua ye de no ye nima ne yakobisa so ho ye nima ye yakobisa ye de no wo no de emse wo mpese wo musua free book bi mu ena enye yi wo kotu kwa no ko hunu se Caribbean for no kra da so kipu santehene e wo mo museum ho mpacho wo de ye hwe video na wo ya hwe de dimi na as young as he is oni mo hwe infatra amamre ho by nipa we say o preach say mo kwa na return to your root the root utimi lecha wo mo so wrong people are leading masses etina ye nuanu mebre no my confused eti hwe boy oko Caribbean yen hwa de wa say.
Something that is quite interesting.
Yes.
So Trinidad and Tobago was the first country in the world to mark Emancipation Day with an official holiday.
Yes.
So it's not even a holiday in the Caribbean.
Well, we were the first to make it holiday, right? So a public holiday. I mean, everybody marked Emancipation Day. Some people, it was their carnival and so on. But Trinidad and Tobago was the first independent country to make Emancipation Day a public holiday.
But as it stands right now, is it a holiday in all the...
No, not all of them. Not all of them. I know, yes, Barbados for sure it's a holiday. Jamaica, it's a holiday. In Antigua, it is said their carnival happens at the same time, August 1st. So I don't know that they have declared August 1st a public holiday. Because that's the time of the Guyana is a public holiday, yes?
Let us know in the comment section if you are from the Caribbean or South America, especially even from Suriname. Is it a public holiday on 1st of August?
Yes, some of them are. I'm not sure for Suriname, but I know Guyana for sure, Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago.
What is this?
This, Grenada as well. This is a commemorative stamp that was done by the government of Trinidad and Tobago in recognition of the visit of the Asante Hene. He came to be part of our celebration, the Pan-African Festival Titi, commemorating emancipation in 2023. He was here from the 29th of July to about the 3rd of August, to the 4th of August, yes.
So you can see.
So this is just our replica of the stamp
over here. And this is for George.
Yes, that's
that was
for
designed by a Ghanaian.
Yes, yes. So the person who built the fort was Kofi Enti did the building. The Prince Kofi Enti. Yes, but then there's another Jonas Bar. He was from where? Nigeria. The person who actually built the fort was another African named Jonas Bar. But he was a Muslim. I think he's from Nigeria. But Prince Kofi, yes, he was Muslim. But Prince Kofi was responsible for the structure that is built on the fort. Yes.
And there's a street in Port of Spain that is named after Jonas Bad. Yes, Bad Street.
So this is nice. It's good to see your king representing.
Yes.
So the point in say, where we are Ghanaian, some passe. Uni bibia okra na so lecture wo on difference no say santini e no kopie we so e na ye wo mo obe lecture wo kra mo hu say ampa we santini we Ghana ni ampa but we dey the comment no ran we say wo no promote asante e we hen o so ko fa picture we kra so promote asante say for where wo mo nim dada ye wura no ko ho e no mo nim ye wura ne mu du ni mu o edu ye e no ma ye picture si wo say me the way to a say me we promote asante wa hin tie the workers oni bi fa asante wa tie the worker no tie.
Yeah, I came from Ghana, the Ashanti Kingdom.
Yes.
Representing. I think it's about time I visit the palace of the Ashanti Kingdom.
Yes,
I've never been there myself.
Yes. You need to go. Yes.
So anywhere I go, everybody say, "Oh, the Prince of Ghana is there." I'm not the prince. I mean, I don't have that title, but I'm still here representing the king.
Yes.
Of the Ashanti Kingdom. So, Your Highness, I'm waiting for that invitation because I need to be honored as a prince because I don't have any kingdom. But when I travel out of Ghana and I come to this part of the world, they see me as a prince and I'm like, please, I'm not a prince, but it's time to get that title. I'll come for it from your palace.
Right. So, boy, why? I mean, what yes. If I say, why you branch for Frafi na wo no, oni mhwe kra fa kru no otim no. We mu ye antics. We mu so esa wo nya abotre na wo sua mpaninsem. Esa wo sua de unanam na wo ase I mean people will just follow you because that we adwuma wa choose no no. Eno ma wo nye ma wo nye say wo ye intellectual. No. E ma wo nye intellectual. Because so we intellectual about Africanism. You know what to talk, what to say. When you meet us, we will lecture you. We will lecture you. So just shut up and just move on and do your job to make money and go. Because woman no and they know something more than you. Una also ye Ghana na we na prince one why dey wan. Mo sorry amon nam ye ka bibia mo ntie mu to keka basa na mo de nam. E na dey prince one why. Because mo pasa mo adwene nyina mo dwena enkosi broni entiase mu eno so enye ye da. Esa wudi ka tiase wo kasa mu na wa translate di ama obi amanate. Ti se wo kakasa na wo kasa na entiase edika kosi broni mu a obeye confused. Tiase wo kasa mu. Sa na be mu wani agye no watima kyire obi. Ye ka bibia amaso de mo ye oman tim musori a ena mo preach na let us return to our root. E dey root wa. And we na chese wo promote asantema. Wo no obeda promote asantema. We chese wo promote asantema. Just I mistake just u de hwani di mina kra. We a small boy. Or we a little boy. I saw one opesa usua na so you jealousy free mu na eye fair because let bygone be bygone. Enko fa kire sem bi ama. Now we no be friend say o tu kwa promote asante wo promote wan. Wo ye no pen contact akwa ni chu akwa ya wo promote wan. Mo mi anwe ho. Ese asante ye wo bi bibia wo bi small boy bi na be chekere na dwe bi na e wa hen. Mi anwe ho kra. Just hwani di mina so promote obia. Ono mo so na say advantage to lobby. This is very, very interesting. But you made the line out to a bit my friend na ya to 8 years why. So when na man for say omo friend na ono kra to kwan and o ko promote asante wo baby na me hwe mo kire. And na makọ video na na we. Mommy anwe ho. Opesa obakumase na obana ya anawa fa kwan papa so. Pacho me the line na to obetimi afrem ye di nkomo bebre why. Obetimi afrem na ye di nkomo bebre ye ntie boy no na ye nto aso.
Who built the fort was Kofi NT did the building.
Or say Mr. Wost stop the jealous. Wadamaya no wono wabobra cha ntu ono dia na wono ho a me jealous of him. You see mo do. Na bro uni ntete on ba bia wo fire no em say wo fire wo look